one. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. I declare that we are going to have a better future, a new future here in America. And it starts with EcclesiaUSA.com. We all come together as one group wanting to be a loving, caring, sharing nation. We are not getting that from our current political leaders. They are twisting us. They are twisting lies. They are twisting us in a bind. They are putting us to where we hate one another. They're putting us under pressure that we don't need to be under. The inflation is through the roof. The gas prices are through the roof. All in the name of what they want to do, what they think this country should be. Of course, we want to be economically feasible, but you'll never be able to do that in this current system. If you can't produce your own money, then you don't own your system. In 1912, Woodrow Wilson was elected president, and since that day, we have been one world order, and I can prove it to you. Because again, if you don't own your banking system, which in 1913, they implemented the Federal Reserve Act. Another group is producing our money. For every dollar they produce, there's a percentage on it. We will never get out of debt. We will never be in budget. Then in that same year, 2 weeks prior to that, right before Christmas break, they snuck these in so they can take their 6-8 week off break. The heat will blow off, and then we live on. Kind of like what they did with the omnibus bill and the trillions and trillions of dollars that this administration has been giving away over the last 3 years. You can't do that. There's not one economical professor, not one economical strategist that would say that is a good idea, especially in this country. Join us in claiming our country back. It's time before we lose it. There's no more time than the present. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos, but join the team. Go out and join the team. Go, hey, there's a guy out there. His name's Stacey Bryant. He's wanting to get us our country back. And how to do that? You take your government back. You take your leadership back. Everything goes back to state level that's possible. Goes back to community level. Schools should not be in the federal hands. State level, community level, homeschool, all of it. There's a better way. And again, if you can't produce your own money, which our Constitution says we can, we do it ourselves. 0 interest on it. We produce it ourselves. We get our banking system back. That's the first start. We amend the 16th Amendment, those two laws, the Federal Reserve Act and the federal income tax. They are putting a levy on you for every dollar made, printed, and they're levying a tax on you for every dollar earned. And then throw the land taxes on there. My friends, we are not free. We're fighting wars, and there's rumors of wars. We know that saying, right? This is what we're going through. These rumors of war. We're hearing about that. We're getting ready to go to war with Russia and Ukraine. We don't even know the truth. Why? Because they're so corrupt. Ukraine 5 years ago was so corrupt. The current president, Biden, had a guy fired, had an investigator fired investigating him and his son. That's corruption. And then you have the Clintons who were selling uranium and stuff through Russia. That's corruption. We'll never know truly what this war's for. But it does seem like blackmail since we're giving them $40 billion. Seems like a blackmail to me because the Bidens are as corrupt as any family since Al Capone and his family. This is worse. This is worldwide. This is global. And you've been listening to this media who's bought and paid for by China, by communists. There's a new, better way. And it is to take our country back by your votes that will actually work. Not this corrupt left or right where all the elections are going to end up 49-51. Because that's where we are right now. We need to come together and know the Democrats and the Republican politicians are doing nothing for us. 0. There's a better way. Check me out. I'll tell you everything that I can tell you honestly. As you ask me a question, I will answer it honestly. Unlike these who want to dance around rules and laws and and afraid they're going to upset their donors, because that's who they really don't want to upset, is their donors. They don't care about the constituencies. They want to know that the big business, big tech, big pharma, all of these people are taken care of, which should be illegal anyway. There should never, ever, you should never, ever be able to give a politician who I'm paying their salary, they should not be able to take a penny, a dime from anyone else. It's called collusion. It's called tyranny. It's called treason. Because someone's paying for your vote, that is illegal. We need to clean house, and we will never clean house voting consistently what we're doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting a different result. Look where we are. You can't afford housing now. You can't afford gas now. Do we want a clean earth? Absolutely. But we need engineers, not politicians, to correct it. Politicians are flying all over the world. We need engineers who can create a car that has 200 to 1,000 miles a gallon of gas, with a filter system that doesn't allow that many fumes come out the backside of it. There is a better way. There's patents all through our patent offices about a better running, fuel-efficient engine. But between big corporations and politicians, they've buried it. They've got a contract together. There's a better way. Check me out. I love this country. I love all of you. And most importantly, Yahweh is the answer. Yeshua will lead us there. This is where I've got my information from. They've given us a blueprint how to live, how to treat each other, how to act, how to react. This is who we're to be. Americans, brotherly love, not division, not divisiveness, not black, white, brown, yellow. Americans, American citizens. And with that, please join the team, Ecclesia USA. I don't want to spend billions and billions and billions of dollars like they did in the last election. $300 billion was what was spent during the last election. $300 billion for an election. Elections are profitable. They're still doing this like 1880, kind of like our school systems. We're still in 1880 instead of moving to 3008. We're 2000 and late, if you will. We're not moving forward. They're trying to keep us back, keep you in that building. We have education now that's in your hand, in the palm of your hand. You don't have to go to debt for education anymore. I do not have a degree, and I've been an engineer for 25 years in a highly competitive field. Brains from around the world. And we'll get into who I am in another video. But I am you. You are me. And that's what we are. Let's come together, Ecclesia USA. Thank you for watching.